This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
It's Thursday. Figured I'd change it up. Y'all say or not y'all, but I figure like I almost do the same intro all the time. Yeah, a little bit different today. It's Thursday. It's Thursday night football. I was just rolling in to watch the game. I saw a nice run by Dalvin Cook. I saw Big Ben rapist pervert get sacked. So I really needed to, and I saw a field goal by the Vikings after they missed I didn't see the extra point miss, but apparently they got a touchdown. They missed an extra point. They missed a field goal, and now they have a field goal, so they're up 9-0. So you're caught up. In case you didn't know what was going on, you are caught up. And again, I will throw this up there. Thank you to Ms. Vicky Orr, who is a large part of my show every time I have a program. Every time I have a program, I can count on Vicky Orr. Vicky again. Vicky Raiderette to give me some donations. And I appreciate that. Remember, every time that you give a $5 donation, you get a entry into the Captain's Treasure Chest O prizes. So it's not like you're not getting something out of it. It's a bargaining chip. And you could win. So, and good luck to you. In fact, this weekend, I do have to go through my stuff. I have to get out the prizes that were won the last time for the 2 wheel spins. I've been busy. I know you guys know that. I've been busy. I still got 9.5 hours. Oh, nice run. Still got 9.5 hours to work tomorrow for this week. So I will get it done. And then I will do a 2 wheels for the most valuable crewman from a couple months. I think we probably have, there's probably at least 3 months worth. I'll just probably combine to do 2 wheels. So we'll do like prizes for most valuable crewmate, and it's appreciate. John E. Navarro, no, you have not. You haven't won any prizes as of yet. And I will, like I said, the ones I did the other night was won by, let's see here. I know Mr. Wombat won a prize, and I know that. Oh my goodness, I'm brain farting his name. He's one of the people that always pops in with what is it? Donations. I got it written down. I think did I write it down here? Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse Rodas won Raiders earbuds, and Mr. Wombat won Raider hard plastic wrist bracelets. And I still have to send. What is it? The Raiders. It's like a carabiner keychain thingy for keys that goes to Heidi. That was a while ago, but she just sent me her email address, or sorry, not email, her real address, so I can send that to her. So remember, every time you give a donation via super chat or super sticker of $5, you get an entry. And we're caught up, and so every time we get to like the 25 entries plus there's 5 extra folks that pop in there. So basically a wheel of 30, they roll into the prize wheel, 1 winner, 1 prize. But since we had so many things now, it was 2 winners for 2 prizes. I want to say hello to everybody. Raider Mode's in here. Dirty's in here. Good to see you there, shipmate. Salute to everybody. Member 2 months. Oh, I'm sorry. And again, Chronicles of the Black Hole. Vicky Ginn is a member. And remember, if you see those little oh, that's a touchdown. Yeah, it is. If you see those little what is it, like one's a compass, one's a skull and crossbones next to people's names. When you see it here on the stream, it looks like a Superman Dogecoin thing, but it really means that they are members of the Galleon. You too can be a member of the Galleon. $5 a month is your way of saying thanks. And also there's $10 a month memberships. And with a $10 a month membership, you get a Captain Jack patch. Members have their perks. Membership has its perks. Make sure you come in for membership. You, like I said, give the donations. You can win prizes. So there's all of that stuff. We got Oso in the house. I might have missed people. I apologize. Raider Mode's in here. Raider Jason, who asked me about the young lady that's in the picture. That is beautiful, darling Raiderette Cardi B. Raiderette Cardi B. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady. Love hanging out with her as much as possible. I miss her a lot. Love Raiderette Cardi B, but she's so loved. I definitely try to put her in any of the advertisements I do. Raiderette Cardi B. You heard that. So everybody, we're in here. Yeah, Vikings did score. Salute to everybody. So this is like Mouseketeer roll call again. Thank you. Salute to what else is there? If I was coach, what would you do with the first round pick? Well, that's a loaded question, but I will. Oh, by the way, I will say if you like what you see, please thumbs up. Give a thumbs up on YouTube. And again, if you're watching on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. I didn't get a chance to get my tablet out, so we're not on Instagram tonight. I've been busy. But give me a thumbs up and give me, time. Oh, wow. Thank you there, Brian Rodriguez. So Brian Rodriguez also sends in a donation. So that is an entry as well. What are your top names for a head coaching job? That's another good question. So let me see if I can try to. I'm going to answer both of these. Jason Hunter says trade it. For the first round pick, I probably would. Depending on, and here's the big thing, depending upon who is the general manager, because we have a lot of questions to answer. Is it going to be Mike Mayock? And if Mike Mayock is still our GM, I have faith that he'll actually have a decent pick. I really do. I have faith they'll have a decent pick. So if Mike Mayock is still our GM, I would take the pick. If Mike Mayock is not our GM, then obviously we got to know what the track record is of whoever is our GM. And remember, the Raiders still have to identify the president, the GM, the coach, and his staff. I do know that we're not that we're drafting for needs. I always say best player available. And if they're graded out at about the same, then you get best player available in a position of need. And that works this way. It's a win-win. And Jennifer Craig, yes, again, I agree there. We lost a beautiful Raiderette, Jenny Craig. And if you're on Facebook, you saw pictures of her with me in New York back in 2013. What a wonderful soul. What a wonderful soul. Yes, I did get the picture of actually you sent it to me. Also, Vic Bad Guy sent it. And when Vic Bad Guy sent it, I had that on my thing, but I appreciate you sending it as well, Vicky. Vicky was thinking about me as well. So thank you to everybody. Salute. Oh, Raider Joe. Raider Joe. Is this the Raider Joe where it's two pendejos talking? Well, granted, it's OG Daniel. He's one pendejo, and I guess Raider Joe is the other pendejo. That's the name of their show. I'm not calling him an a-hole. I'm not calling him an a-hole. That's the name of their show. Two pendejos talking, I think, is what is there. We saw Jason Dean Hunter. Good to see everybody as well. Hot Neil, wait a bit, just a second. Stacy's getting whooped Sunday. It's my daughter's birthday, and we have a football party. She said she wants the Raiders to win as a gift. I always get her what she wants. Jeff, I hope you can. And it all depends upon which team shows up. It depends upon which team shows up. If you have an inspired team that showed up like they did in Dallas for Thanksgiving, I have very high hopes for this team. I still did pick the Raiders to win in a close game with Carlson. And if you haven't been paying attention, both Carlson and AJ Cole got contract extensions because they are a fantastic kicking tandem between Carlson and between Cole. Those guys are remarkable. So they got extensions. Scotty Lutz is here. Thank you for seeing that. Raider fans here from Kansas City. Yeah, and Scotty lives in behind enemy lines. Going to be at the weekend's game. Okay, I won't lie. This is one of those games where I'm hoping for the best, but prepared. Yeah, that's the way it is, Scotty. That's the way it is, man. Chiefs have been our worst nightmare. Arrow's been a house of horrors and car. One thing I can say is that it's not going to be cold. And I one of the reasons why I wasn't there, other than the fact that I don't have any more vacation time from my job, rapist pervert went down there. Oh, he looks like he got hurt too. He is rolling around in agony. Who is that? He is rolling around in agony. It was a corner blitz. Nice hit. But it's gonna be nice in Kansas City, like 58 to 62 degrees. That's wonderful. And Dave Boyce said it as well. We need a team to beat Dallas, Philly, and Denver. That's the team I want to see. That's the team I want to see. And hey, Robert Bigler, there's my Kansas City fan. Hey, Robert, if you see your aunt, and since I'm missing the game, please just have her send cookies, please. Robert Bigler is my awesome Kansas City fan. His aunt makes the best chocolate chip cookies. So again, I want to say, if by the way, if you're on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. Please go over to YouTube. Better sound, better video, good stuff. Okay. And Osa is going to be in Vegas. I will be in Vegas for that game as well. It'll be against the Garglers. Will it mean anything? Will it mean anything? That's what I'm hoping. We had them. Oh, you bastard! You had chocolate chip, and you didn't send me any. Shame on you. So what we're going to do is this. Hot Neil, like I said, Hot Neil wants to call in. Okay, we'll make it a very quick call. But Hot Neil, if you're gonna call in, I'm gonna say call in via the web link. Call in via the web link. You don't have to be on camera. You do not have to be on camera, but the sound is better, and that's just the way I can deal with it a lot better. What's that number 2 next to my name? I don't know, Rob. What's the number 2 next to your name? I'm looking. Robert Bigler. I don't know. You see, this is one of those things on Facebook. I don't know. I can't monitor Facebook. I put what is it? I put YouTube up so I can monitor that. I said, I tell everybody, oh, you earned a badge. Oh, good. Well, that means that you are probably an avid listener, participant, and all the things that go with it. Okay. All the things that go with, I will not be in Kansas City. And so I'm unfortunate there. And I will be out for Vegas for the Raiders game against the Chargers. Okay, quickly, we're gonna have a call in from actually a video call in from Hot Neil, and Hot Neil's gonna give us a rundown of what he's been doing. Hot Neil, what's going on, brother? What's going on?
Hey, Captain.
How you doing, man?
I'm hanging. No, I'm
Good.
just pissed off what's going on with us. We're not getting anywhere on the games.
Well,
I'm glad that Chucky left, and I'm sorry I told you so. This guy, I didn't like him from the beginning, and you know that.
I know that.
And I told you from the beginning, I don't like this guy. He screwed us over back in the late 90s until now. Now he wants to sue the NFL for what? To take some money for himself or what?
No. Actually, I'm very glad that Gruden is suing Goodell in the NFL. And I mean, Gruden has enough money. He doesn't need a settlement. This is where I say, if John Gruden is true to his word that he wants everything to come out, if he's true to his word, he wants everything to come out so that the truth will be told, then he will not settle, and it will come out in a trial. And when that happens, then that's going to put the NFL in a very bad spot.
And so also, it gets me upset. I mean, I don't know what really happened in the background because, I've not been feeling lately very well. But what's going on? I mean, the NFL, why are they scared to get back to the same NFL used to be? When you used to grab a guy by the helmet, push him back. What the hell? I mean, NFL has changed a lot.
Yeah, but see, the NFL wants to go to a league that is all offense and very little defense. They want to have, 56 to 55 scores, and they don't really care about a defensive league anymore. They protect the offense, and they're protecting their product, and they are an entertainment industry. They're not a sport. They're not a sport anymore. They are an entertainment industry.
Yeah,
Derek,
but you gotta
here,
realize, Captain. I
go
mean,
Chiefs there.
NFL has changed a lot.
Yeah, they
NFL
have.
has changed a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, hockey's still the same. Baseball's still the same, beating crap at each other. Even in the soccer games, you see the same thing. It's all ridiculous. And I guess, and I'm glad. And like Jason said, really, Jason, we need a strict coach. We need a
Well,
strict coach to get us where we are. Okay,
yeah.
it was funny. The other day I had a gig, and one of the gigs I put a music that says "Hit the Road Jack." I put on the song "Hit the Road Jack," the real, and everybody was laughing.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, we need to get better and work a little bit more harder. I'm not asking that much, and I know there's a lot of haters who hate Carr, but guess what? Carr never gave up. He gave his best from day one, from his injury until now. So everybody who hates Derek Carr, goodbye.
Okay. Well, again, and Hamio, I appreciate you popping in. I hope
No
you
problem,
feel.
Captain.
Yeah, it's good hearing from you, brother. You take care of yourself always. Good hearing from you, and we'll hear from you after the next game, man. You got it, brother.
We do, bro.
All right, that was we had our hot Neil call. Good to see that as well. I'm going to hear from, and by the way, a very knowledgeable person that's coming in here. God, he's so good looking. God, he's so good looking. This is Jason Dean Hunter. By the way, yes, Darren Ray is a Chiefs fan, so Robert Bigler is not the only Chiefs fan in the house tonight. So Darren Ray is a Chiefs fan. Robert Bigler is a Chiefs fan, and if they ever come in on a screen together, we can talk. We can talk about the Kansas City as well. But what are your thoughts on this weekend's game, Jason Dean? What's good? By the way, again, always good seeing you, brother. Jason, your sound is not on. Okay, 1 second. Okay. We're gonna try to fix this. Nope. I'm gonna kick you. Come back in. Okay. I'm gonna kick Jason Dean. I'm gonna kick him from the studio. So hopefully he'll come back in. And Angie Seitz is my favorite other pirate, the fake pirates. Angie Seitz is. I like Angie Seitz. Because she is a fake pirate fan that does not can't stand, hates, loathes, and abhors Primatama just like me. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Jason Dean to come back. I know that OG Daniel will come back in a little bit as well. So until we get them on, how do you like these apples? We're gonna go to Raphael Chassin. I said that right.
Yes, is that right? Rafael Chassin, is that right? Yes.
Good. Bueno, how you doing here tonight? What's going on?
Right now I'm feeling better right now, but right now it's having a pleasure to having a communication about the sports right here, because we can talk about the Raiders right here, because there's no tomorrow for that team, Las Vegas Raiders, because it is today. Because it's about the defense, the offline. They can play aggressive. They can play whatever it takes right here, because there's about the key of the game right here. So for me, in my opinion, right here, Las Vegas Raiders need to win against Kansas City Chiefs. No matter if the weather's right here, but I always had to say about it, that team had the perfect match against Kansas City Chiefs right here, because there's
I want to hear this. What is the perfect match we have against Kansas City? I definitely want to hear this.
it's just like the perfect match. It would between Las Vegas Raiders versus Kansas City Chiefs, because it's just like the Star Wars game, because it's all about the quarterbacks battle right here. From one side there's Derek Carr, and for the other side there's Patrick Mahomes. So they're gonna be like a revenge right here, because the Chiefs won against Raiders. But right now, it is time for a revenge, just like the Star Wars battle, and of course the Pirates of the Caribbean, because I've been seeing movies like that, because there's always revenge. There's always revenge. And there's an interesting factor right here, because I just saw the injury report right here, because Darren Waller is hopeful to be able playing against the Chiefs right here. And
Well,
the
well,
absence,
okay, well,
huh?
hopeful. What does it say? Doubtful or questionable?
He's questionable. He's questionable.
Okay, well, that's better than doubtful. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's questionable because, well, I just saw the Thursday's practice right here, and there's without Darren Waller, which is questionable, Jalen Richard, Denzel Perryman, and defensive end Carnesive. So if we had this team right here, are we gonna lose? No, because right now there's no tomorrow, and we can tell Derek Carr, hey, there's no tomorrow for the Raiders right here. We can play whatever it takes. We can play for the aggressive right here, and we can tell all these people right here to say, hey, we are the Raiders right here. We're not gonna lose another team because we know something. Because we just earned it. We just have the opinion. We just have the team right here. We just got that defense at the outline. Well, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but this time right here, there's no tomorrow. It's about today. And we can tell Derek Carr right here, which is a great leader, had the guts right here. So that's my opinion.
Okay. Well, I hope that happens. I hope that happens. Okay. And thank you for that. But I gotta say, Raphael, all of the games from here on out, they're must win. Because
Yes.
if you lose any one of these games, you're already making plans to play golf in January. So they're all must win. So I will say that. Vikings are kicking Pittsburgh's butt. Raphael, what do you? I'm going to get Jason Dean in here back again right after this. Before
Yes.
I go, Raphael, Panthers. Who do they got Sunday, and who wins?
Oh, they got Sunday against Atlanta Falcons because that was the second time. But they just. But hold on a minute. Okay, so right now, they got the Falcons right here, but we just won. But I don't think that team is gonna be winning against Falcons because we are in the lost position right here. So we just tied with Falcons and New Orleans Saints. So that was a triple threat right here. If we win this, we can possibly go to the second loss right here. So it might be just like a tiebreaker right here because if
Right.
they win against Atlanta Falcons, boom, we just got the second error right here. But well, even though I just said about it, so I just believe that if that team could win, that'd be a shocking because well, there are so many plays right here that make disappointments because Mud Rule, I'm very disappointed about him because they just put Cam Newton on bench of PJ Walker right here. But
I got to ask Raphael because I got people lining up behind. I'm
oh
sorry.
yes, yes.
So are the Panthers going to win or are they going to lose?
For me, I'm hoping that's gonna win.
But you're hoping, but you're not real confident about it.
I'm not real confident because am I wrong? Am I right? Because sometimes, I'm very suck at bets right here, but I'm hopefully if they're gonna win this. Okay, so it might be opinion right here because if I say I'm hoping to win this because I'm taking my personal opinions right here because am I wrong? Am I right? So we don't know about that. So I'm hopefully win.
Okay, Raphael, shipmate. Thank you for coming in. Always a pleasure. That's Raphael Chacin Montillo.
Montilla, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
the whole name wasn't there, so I apologize.
Yes.
Make
Yes.
sure you check out Raphael's Instagram and Twitter and all that other good stuff as well. And thanks again there. The otro capitán.
Oh yes, because right now we got the Captain Jack and of course El Capitan Rafael. So I'm just hoping because right now it's in my bucket list right here because I'm just hoping to do a show with the two captains right here, Jack and Raphael. So it might be a bit like Christmas weekend, but I don't know about that. So
maybe sometimes I know I'm busy and I apologize, Raphael. We'll have to work it out. We'll have to
yes. Yeah,
I
but
definitely will, but I'm not sure when.
okay. But it's always a pleasure to having you on your show talking about sports. And it's always having like a pleasure to talk with you. And I'm always the shipmate. And right now, it's some in some point right here because I'm always entering the dark side, which is the thanks for all you Daniel, Captain Jack right here, and well, I'm always right here because I'm not living the dark side. Even though I'm checking in or checking out for the hotel, I'm always right here talking about sports, and it's always a pleasure, Captain Jack. And well, el Capitán Rafael se los pide, so I will see you next time.
All right. Cuídate, mi amigo.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care. You be well.
Yes.
All right. That's Raphael. I'm bringing Jason Dean back. Jason, did you get your audio done?
I don't know. Did I?
Yes, you did. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jason Dean and his audio. How you doing there, big guy? It's always a pleasure to see you. I got a chance to see you in Dallas, and I wanted to make sure that everybody knows I had to give Jason Dean at least 5 minutes worth of bro hugs because it's always great. It's always great when I see Jason Dean, and it's a pleasure. And if you haven't met Jason Dean or his alter ego, it's a pleasure. But I love seeing Jason Dean. The alter ego was nice to see, but Jason Dean is the way it is. Sir, what do you got on your mind tonight? I mean, we had that high in Dallas, and then immediately we reverted back to the crap that we had before Dallas, and it's sickening. It's sickening.
Well, what I'm going to say, a lot of people aren't going to like, and honestly, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's your dime, man. We're good.
All right. As most of you know who I am. I'm the Raider Demon King, and I haven't been to any games. Dallas was the first game I went to, and it's probably the last game I'm going to this season. I saw a lot of things during this weekend with Raider fans. Some drama. I'm not happy about it, and I'm not okay with it at all.
Okay. Get with me offline because
we will. Let's talk about what's coming up.
Right. And the only reason why is because I'll be interested in hearing about it, but I don't have chance to look the chase drama. So get with me and we'll talk.
I will, Cap. We play down to these bum teams. I'm not saying Washington's that big of a bum team.
No.
We're better than Washington.
We are.
We're better than the Giants. We're better than the Chicago Bears. We're better than the Chargers. I'll even go as far to say that. Because when I see their whole game, Justin Herbert is not what everybody makes him out to be. And we're better than the Bengals. The Bengals are a good team. Joe Burrow, that kid's going to be a future MVP in this league. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's happening. Okay? And I'm not – I mean, I don't care what anybody says about – I'm not confident in the Chief game whatsoever. I'm really not. We don't look good. We don't run the ball. We're throwing sideline passes when we should be going downfield. We have Deshaun Jackson for a reason. We're not using him. If I was him, I would leave. I would go home. Why am I here? You're not throwing the ball. I went to Dallas, and he single-handedly beat Dallas, and we don't give him the ball against Washington, where he has his best stats?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
I agree.
No offense to Rich Bisaccia, but he's not a head coach.
I agree with that. I agree.
Greg Olson needs to get packing. He needs to go coach Appalachian State or something.
No. He's not good enough to coach Appalachian State. Maybe Appalachian High School.
I have so much frustration and stress because of this game. This team. I lost my hair. Squid, I get that he was hurt, but he was wide open 3 plays that he could have easily had 25 yards, maybe more.
Exactly.
Out of bounds.
I agree. There was so many. He was so wide open. He could have caught the ball, had a cigarette, a hoagie, and a Coke before anybody touched him.
Yeah, and they left him open all game because they knew he was hurt.
Yeah.
Just throw him the ball. Just give him the ball. See what he does. And you're right, Captain. Every one of these games is an elimination game. We can't lose another game.
No.
I heard a lot of stuff about the coin and all that junk. It is what it is. It was cool. Everybody was hyped up about, hey, the coin's always right. The coin's always right. Well, it was wrong against Washington. I'm not okay with what your last hair because of Notre Dame. Whatever, dude. I'm not even talking to you about that. Don't even start with the college stuff, all right? Enough.
Yeah, Mode, don't go to Notre Dame tonight. Jason and I will talk about that on another show after the season. By the way, we're gonna let that one go.
Anyways, we have Cleveland coming up, which is winnable. We have the Chargers, the Broncos again, the Dirty Colts, which my friends are trying to convince me to go to Indianapolis, but I'm probably not doing that. I don't like it cold, so you know that, Captain.
I don't like it cold either, but the fact that Indy is indoors and I'm going to be hanging out with again, it's going to be myself and Hollywood. There is something enticing, though.
Yeah,
There-
Bend, Indiana.
Well, okay, no, there's something else enticing. Get with me,
Okay.
I am wise, and I will tell you why it might be a good reason to go to Indianapolis if all goes as well. I'm not saying definitively, but I'm going to give you an enticing point
Okay.
to go to Indianapolis. Okay.
Okay.
Other than me and Hollywood being there, it would be great.
Yeah. I mean, there's the car haters and the car lovers.
Uh-huh.
One week you love them, the next week you hate them. And listen, if we get rid of Carr, FYI, everybody, Aaron Rodgers is not coming to Vegas.
No.
Russell Wilson is not coming to Vegas.
No.
The rapist Deshaun Watson is not coming to Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And this draft coming up, there's only one quarterback worth drafting, and he would have to sit for a couple years.
And now I know that the Pittsburgh quarterback, and there's also one who's like plays at a lower level, and everybody talks about him. I know that you are up on him.
Pickett is going to get drafted by the Steelers this year. Mark my words.
I have a feeling that as well because they're going to go up and get him. They're not going to miss out on him.
No, and he's a hometown kid. I'm talking about Malik Willis.
Thank you. That was the guy whose name I couldn't remember.
The kid looks like a star. I've watched him play. I know they say competition, but come on, man. You can play ball, you can play ball. And Mariota will not be the next man.
No, Mariota is gone at the end of the season. We wasted 2 years of Mariota, wasting him.
You're right, Jimmy Farrell. The Ole Miss quarterback is actually pretty good as well. But I don't see
the Ole Miss guy. I've seen him. He's a decent.
I just don't. This is definitely not a quarterback draft. I would say it's not. There's only a couple guys. There's nobody for the first round. That's not happening. This is I would say wide receiver draft, defensive lineman draft. I think there's a lot of linebackers coming out. Wide receiver draft definitely. That the kid from Purdue is very good. There's a couple wide receivers from Ole Miss. Notre Dame doesn't have anybody coming out. I'm going to say the kid from Alabama, if he didn't get hurt, I hope he comes back, Menchie. I hope he comes back and he's better than ever because the kid is very good. And that's a torn ACL, and that's rough. That's for a kid at his speed. But that kid, they have that Williams kid. I think that's his name. Don't quote me. He's lightning fast, and he's long. He reminds me a little bit of Moss.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Rich A. Interior defensive line, yes. Edge, yeah. I would love to get the Hutchinson kid from Michigan. As much as I hate Michigan with all my heart and blue and green soul, I would love to have that Hutchinson kid because he's a star. He is a star, and you can see how good he is. He's a bigger version of Max Crosby. He's not as lanky, but he's stronger.
I actually saw an interview today. He said that he wouldn't mind playing for the Lions and another team. I can't remember who that other team was, but I mean he's gonna go pretty high. I think maybe top 10. So he's gonna have.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go top 3. He might even go number 1.
Okay.
Tell you the truth. Jimmy Farrell. I don't know. I'm gonna go fly up to New York and talk to Brian Cashman to see if I can swoon him to go get me some pitching and don't get Carlos Correa.
Wow. No,
absolutely
Correa.
not. I do not want Carlos Correa. If Carlos Correa becomes a Yankee, I will not watch one Yankee game until he's gone.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I mean, I almost have to be an asshole and say, I would, just for the idiosyncrasies of you not being able to watch a Yankee game. You know where I'm going with this. And I know it'd be hateful and spiteful, and I wouldn't want you not to be able to watch your team, but it would be Goonie Goo Goo esque. It would be Goonie Goo Goo esque to know that you would have to. Where do you think Correa goes?
God, I hope he goes anywhere else but the Yankees. Let him go to Boston. I don't give a crap. What he said about Derek Jeter is sacrilegious. He does not belong on the Yankees for what he said. I don't care if anybody believes it and whatnot. I don't care. Derek Jeter was a Yankee captain. You don't talk about the Yankees like that. You don't talk about ex-Yankees. You don't talk about Derek Jeter like that. Talk about A-Royd. $252 million for one ring and a .213 batting average in the playoffs. No,
Yeah, he's a waste product.
Yes, I don't hate many people. Well, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I hate a lot of people, but I really hate Alex Rodriguez. I would like to meet him, and I would like to break his.
No, because if you did meet him, then I'd have to break you out of prison.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm not okay with him.
I'd have to
go get Jimmy Garoppolo. Really?
No. Who the hell said Jimmy Garoppolo?
Bishop AJ?
Hey, are you kidding? AJ? No.
Are you on Birdseed?
No. Hey, AJ, Shipmate, Bishop. That is sacrilegious. You need to turn in your vestitures or all that other stuff that bishops put on, with the beads and the cloths and the extra Christian yarmulke things and all those whatevers. No. Jimmy Garoppolo,
Devontae Adams is going to cost a lot of money wherever he goes. He's going to cost a lot. I mean, I know we're gonna have money and the cap is going up to something, I don't know. But if we get Devontae Adams, I know everybody's going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. I know DC will be happy. But then what are we doing? What else are we going to get? All that money is going to go to him. No free agents are going to come just to come. They're not going to come here just to come here. Yeah. I would like to have my personal favor for head coach. I would like to keep Gus Bradley.
Okay, and I was going to ask you that. Oh, by the way, before he goes, Darren Ray, my other Kansas City fan of note, who's a really good guy. Go get some sleep, you old fart. And I'll see you. I'll see you at work tomorrow.
Hey AJ, what has Jimmy Garoppolo done?
Nothing.
So don't tell me 8 years and nothing to show.
Wait, let me see. Wait, I'm gonna pull up all of his accomplishments. Nothing.
I get it. You hate Derek Carr. What is out there? What are you gonna do? You think Mariota's going to be that good? You think Mariota's going to win games?
Mariota's gone. Greg Olson is gone, especially if Gus Bradley is the head coach. Greg Olson will be gone like 3 days prior. 3 days prior, Greg Olson is gone.
It's this guy. I can't. I don't even want to comment on this guy anymore. But anyways. I see Bradley's not a head coach. Okay, bring in Byron Leftwich. He'll keep Bradley.
No.
Cap. Who are we going to get? I keep hearing about this Jim Harbaugh crap.
No, that's not happening either. I don't think
I'll take Dabo.
Yeah, no, Dabo's not coming either. And to be honest, I don't want Dabo Swinney because Dabo Swinney has a program made for him in Clemson.
All his assistants are leaving.
He's gone, and he's going to have to restart. Dabo Swinney, the downturn of Clemson, it's going to be right after. It's going to be just like when Danny Ford won their national championship, and then they immediately got put on like academic probation and all scholastic probation, and they sucked for years. And it took a while till
This
Clemson came
guy.
back. It's not happening.
Hey,
Not
AJ,
happening.
you know we're still in the hunt, even though we're 6-6. We're still in the hunt.
Yeah, you're reading all these. I can't even get them fast enough.
I'm just going to get aggravated because one day you love, and Sunday if they win, everybody will be back on the bandwagon. That's just how it is. Raider fans, we're terrible. We are terrible.
Well, we are exactly the term of mediocre. We are mediocre. We are 6-6. We are mediocre.
And we're
That's
still in the
what it is.
hunt.
We are.
Cleveland stinks. Cleveland ain't good.
Yeah. So I mean, it'll happen that and thank you, Darren Ray, reminding us to make sure you go see the Madden documentary on Chris. See how great this guy is. He's a Chiefs fan, making sure that we don't miss the Madden documentary. That's a good guy. So and Richie Riche was on with the he was got a chance to be on NFL Nation Live, and he gave the plays about how bad the officiating was against the Broncos for the KC game. I actually alluded to that with Darren, the Kansas City fan, today. So we'll see what it is. But again, now, and I'm going to get you out pretty much. If it's not Gus Bradley, it's not going to be Harbaugh. It's not going to be Dabo Swinney. What are your thoughts on maybe 2 or 3 other guys that you think would be a good possibilities?
Well, if Bieniemy didn't have baggage,
Not that he's not
well,
even.
you know what, Cap? I don't have an answer then because it seems like what we have is not working. If Bradley doesn't get the head coaching job, he's not going to stay.
No, I actually think he might, because I think that he needs to get another uplift of his defense and show again. So it's like if Gus needs another year to show it again. So he's gone from when he's rebuilding his brand. He went from Jacksonville. He went from Jacksonville to the Garglers to us. He needs another year to rebuild the brand. I think that he would. It's definitely Olsen's gone. By the way, Mode, I see you. I'll get you in a minute.
I see the guy from ESPN, former Raider, Louis Riddick. He's not going to be the head coach.
No, he might be the president, and that would be a good spot for him at president.
Yeah, so I look at Daboll from Buffalo. That would be a good one.
I would like that.
That would be nice. I think he would keep Bradley, and we could use his offensive skill. Joe Brady is gone. Brady ain't coming back to pro football.
And thank you, Vicky. If you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you.
And sorry, Dark Raider, but Doug Peterson, we don't want refurbished coaches.
Well, you're almost gonna have to. It's either going to be a hot coordinator, and I would like Brian Daboll that's my number 1 pick right there, Brian Daboll.
Yeah, I think we have a shot at him. I think he would like to see what we have, because we have a decent team. Our offensive line is sketchy, but you know what? Next year, Denzel Good will be back.
Yeah,
Leatherwood will have a whole year under his belt. Richie will be gone. We'll get another guard. We might, and I would love to draft the kid from Iowa, the center, Tyler Lindenbrom.
Yeah,
he's a great offensive lineman.
Actually, Dark Raider says something. Peterson.
No, Joe Brady. Joe Brady couldn't do anything in Carolina, man.
Yeah, but Carolina really didn't have any weapons that were of decent sort. I mean, because what's his nose? McCaffrey's always hurt.
They wanted to run the ball, and he only ran the ball like 15 times a game.
Yeah, but I said he's always hurt. I think that Peterson.
We don't even run the ball that much a game, I don't think.
Yeah, well, that's because our offensive line needs to improve, and I firmly believe that Jacobs is hurt. He's not in it, but Jacobs is hurt. Hey, I'm gonna get Raider Mode in here. Always a pleasure. I think about for New Year's coming to Indianapolis. Just think about it. Get with me via text. I'll tell you a reason why, a extra special bonus that you can think about.
I'll think about it, but it's most likely going to be a no.
Okay, and we still gotta schedule our steak dinner because I am looking forward to manja with my boy with a steak dinner,
My
and
paisan.
and if we can do steak and a good Italian, I don't know if you can get good like a good steak with some like fettuccine or a good
a nice steak with a little bit with some manicotti.
There you go. You figure the place, man. You
got
figure
you.
the place.
I'm coming to Florida to see you next season, next summer, probably around March or April. I'm going to come down. I thought about that. I wanted to go down there. I was going to try to get down there this year, but it just didn't happen. Like I'm saving up for a house.
I got you.
You know. So I'll say goodbye to everybody out there in Captain Jackland. I'm ready to walk the plank and jump into the water.
Trust me, I'll make sure that there are divers available. Plus, the guys when you jump in shark infested waters, you have guys on rifles to make sure the shark that they're there for shark protection. We'll make sure we take care of you, brother.
Nah, Cap, I'm good. I'm Aquaman, baby.
Oh.
All right, Cap. I love you. I'll talk to you. Raider Nation for life.
Love you well, man. Good to see you. Always a pleasure, shipmate. All right, that's Jason Dean. Got Raider Mode on now. And again, you guys are lots of comments tonight. I haven't been able to keep up. I apologize. And when they say Peterson, by the way, it's Peterson, not T-E-R. I can see Peterson. I would rather Brian Daboll. That's my number one choice. The offensive coordinator from the Bills. That's my guy. Okay. That's who I want. Joe Brady wants to run a pass first offense. Well, okay. If Daboll, and see what Daboll will do, Daboll will, as the head coach, will bring in somebody that knows his system as his OC and will let it happen. And if Daboll wants to stay with Gus Bradley as DC, that would be great because I think we need another year of Bradley to infuse and get more players and get the people tighter in that system. We gave Paul Guenther like 3 years to screw it up. We need to have at least 1 or 2 more years of Gus Bradley taking things back. So I'd like to see Brian Daboll. If we are going to go college, I would David Shaw out of Stanford. That's my thoughts. There you go.
When it comes to coaching, I think I agree with you. Keeping Gus Bradley on the defensive side would be good. We've seen a lot of improvements on the defensive side so far this year. Offense, that is where we get iffy because we never know which offense is going to show up. We're either going to get the Dallas Cowboy offense, or we're going to get Cincinnati offense.
Yeah.
And it's been a hit or miss all season. Lately, it's been a miss.
Yeah. And by the way, AJ, I know you are a man of the cloth. I got it. And I kid with you. And like I said, you could be a man of the cloth and be screaming your ass off when Carr screws up. And you know what? In the church of Captain Jack, that is totally acceptable. Totally acceptable. So you know that, shipmate. You're in good. I know you don't like Carr. Okay. But here's the thing. I guarantee you this. If Derek Carr goes to another team, that team will be a playoff team, and he will elevate that team to be a playoff team. I guarantee you that. Because and he needs things. But I think that, and for those that say, yeah, he needs some concrete in front of him. When he doesn't have the good offensive line and things break down, he looks like a scared Raggedy Ann doll. I get that. I get that. And I want to, by the way, I want to make sure by NFL Nation Live, make sure you join us on Wednesday nights. It's Ref Guru, myself, and Violator, and Richie Riche always has good input. And if you're not watching Richie Riche's show, Mile High Roundtable, that's MHRT on YouTube, you're kidding yourselves. You're missing out on great analytical knowledge. So there you go. Go ahead there, Mode. I'm sorry, I just needed to pop in.
You're good, Captain. You're good. Head coaching wise, I think maybe bring up one of them college coaches and see what they have to offer.
Okay, I'm going to be very, very critical. I'm going to be very critical of the and actually Richie Riche and I and a bunch of other people were talking about this. Who? Because I'm very critical of which guy other than David Shaw. And I'm gonna say Harbaugh's name, although he's not going to come here. Okay?
No, he ain't.
Other than Harbaugh's name and David Shaw, I don't think that there is a college coach out there that I would like to be coach of the Raiders.
We could bring in the Stanford coach if he doesn't want to stay in Stanford.
Right.
Because literally, Stanford has been putting up some pretty good games.
Right.
Other than that, a lot of big coaches, they're not going to leave their schools. They're really not.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't want Dabo Swinney here because he has a product self-made for him. Nick Saban or Nick Satan, let me get it right. Nick Saban has a product ready-made for him at Alabama, okay? If you are the coach of Alabama, if you're the coach of Clemson, okay, and if you're a Power 5 high coach, I would even say Texas. I would even say Ohio State. I would say Oklahoma.
Would you still say Oklahoma after the loss?
Well, here's the
of
thing.
Their head coach.
Oklahoma with the new coordinator from Brent Venables, yeah. Brent Venables is going to be very good for that program. Okay. And I kind of giggle and laugh at LSU for bringing in Brian Kelly. And I know that's a hard subject with my boy Jason Dean, and we'll talk about. But Brian Kelly goes to LSU, and LSU already has their top quarterback and his brother decommit.
Yeah.
That tells you something. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So Brian Kelly going to get paid, but I tell you what, I think Notre Dame is going to be a lot better off with the guy that they hired to take his place. I really do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Raider Alex, the weather's going to be high 50s, low 60s.
Do I believe that Lincoln Riley was a good pick for USC? I think it was a good pickup. We're starting to see a lot of commits come back to LA, especially those who have decommitted from out-of-state schools coming back and looking at USC. I believe we just got 2 5-stars to commit, and we got a 4-star to commit as well.
This is where SC?
Yes.
Okay. And
that was just within the week that Lincoln Riley had showed up.
So you have people that recommitted or decommitted to SC?
No, they decommitted from their original commitment to Oklahoma or any other out-of-state teams.
So they're coming to SC because of Lincoln Riley. I think that's a damn good pickup for SC. I really do.
It is.
Yeah. I don't know who the Baylor head is. That the Baylor head coach that was on probation, or their current Baylor head coach. I like the bald guy from Baylor. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him, but I don't think he's head coaching material for an NFL team yet. Okay.
No, I believe he should go coordinator for a few years.
Glad he went there, so there'll be no more excuses when Ira speaks. Like I said, I'm telling you, that is a damn good hire for Notre Dame because he actually gives a crap, and the players are going to play for him, and I think that Notre Dame will be a much it'll be a better game when SC improves, but I still think Notre Dame has you for at least a year or two.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be a battle.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, the current coach, the bald-headed guy who looks like Mr. Clean. Yeah, I like him. I do like him there, ref. But I think that he's about a year or two away. And he's a defensive guy, so I like I said, which would be I would love to see a defensive coach. Yes, sir.
I'm getting called downstairs. I gotta go.
All right, good senior mode. You take care. Thanks again, brother, for being in.
You too, Captain.
Be well, be well. That's Raider mode, man. Good to see him. The floor's open. If you wanna come in, and we've already had Jason Dean, we've already had Raphael, we've already had Raider mode. Who am I missing? Somebody? Oh, Hot Neil. So that's 4 people. Come on in. I put the link up again. I think it should come in. There's the link. If you want to come in, please come in. We're about halfway through the show, a little over an hour, and I enjoy doing this, but definitely not more than 2, because I got to do cut-ups and then I go to bed. I've got 9.5 hours of work to do tomorrow just to catch up for what is needed for my 40. So again, come on in, and I don't think, did I miss anything over on YouTube? No, I don't. Oh, good. I appreciate everybody being in here, and again, okay, Richie, you come in when you can, brother. It's always a pleasure. Let's see here, Jerry White. Do you think we moved on from history and just move on with it? Okay, and that's I don't know what happened to OG, Vicky. I don't know how he was in ready to be in here, and then I got lined up and he split. Hope maybe he went to bed. But hopefully we'll get OG back in here. Why man, I can't go to, why is it not showing all the comments? I don't know. So hopefully we'll get OG back. Richie Riche will be in here. That's good. As I've stated, this team has a lot of question marks. We can't say this is going to happen and then that's going to happen, because we still need to figure out. What the Raiders do at president. And I'd love to see Louis Riddick as president. I really would. That would be even though he doesn't have it experienced there per se. Oh, they're showing advertisements for the Raiders game, 4:30. This is that's against Kansas City. What was that for Cleveland? Whoa, wait a second. Oh, that's Brown. Oh, the Saturday. Oh, that's the next weekend. I was going to say they're not playing at 4:30. They're playing at 1:00, but it's the following week. Marlo says hi. Hey, Marlo, how you doing? Marlo? Be good. Tell whatever Ms. Vicky says. You be good, and congratulations on your great grades. Congratulations on your great grades. And I'm gonna bring in Cool Cat. Kev, dude. I need to see you. Okay. Oh my God.
Hang on.
I mean,
There you go.
we know you are a black man, but don't prove it to everybody by having a pitch black. I mean, that's just mean. Okay,
What's
that's
going
just
on?
how you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm getting a kick out of the show. The show's going good tonight.
Yeah, I enjoy it when we got some good things going on, and we got a little bit of spiciness in the show, a little bit of salt, a little bit of people going after each other in a nice way,
That's good.
Oh, good. And Marlo's still getting perfect grades. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. And so Dark Raider says, Kevin, step into the light. Step into the light, Kevin. What's on your mind tonight, brother? What do you got going on for me?
Well, looking forward to this game. See if they show up to start the game off for sure.
Yeah.
That's you can't start off like how you started off last week. You have to show up in the first quarter, first game, first 5 minutes of the game, score.
Yeah.
You got to set the tone.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I mean, when I saw, and I can almost. Oh, by the way, if I can get onto the app this week, because I haven't been broadcasting on the Colorcast app because for some reason it wouldn't come up for me on my Apple. And again, I'm not a big fan of Apple. I know they don't like to hear that, but if they can get the Colorcast app up this weekend, I will be broadcasting the game from Colorcast, and I might do it on YouTube because I'm home. I'm not at the game, so I can actually do that. So if you guys want to hear, and again, it's not going to be exactly what you're seeing on TV because I get the feed from DirecTV. So I don't hear anybody bitching, well, you're 7 seconds behind. Well, screw you. Put pause on your TV for 7 seconds, and then we'll be okay.
There's always a lag. There's always a lag, no matter how you stream the show. There's always a lag somewhere.
There's a lag. So I will broadcast it if I can get up on Colorcast, and I will also do it here on YouTube. So you don't have to listen. I don't know who the broadcasters are, but I'm sure they're going to be guys that are going to be so anti-Raider, it's ridiculous. So
is it going to be Kevin Harlan or Rich Gannon going to be there?
I actually let me see while we're here. Stand by a second. Let me Google it.
Yeah, because if they put one of those guys,
it's probably Kevin Harlan broadcasters.
Yeah, this is a prime game. What time is the game anyway? 1 o'clock?
Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock game.
Okay.
CBS Sports #2 broadcast team will work Kansas City Chiefs game. So let's see here. That would be Ian Eagle and Charles Davis. Okay. Wait, no, that was last year.
Oh, okay.
We find out this is the broadcast crews, the Raiders. Good luck, Charles. Oh, Eagle and Davis are again calling the Raiders game.
Oh man.
Oh my God. So
that's
and
bad luck.
I can't. No. The last time they called the game, we won.
Eagle was there?
Yeah. They did it last year.
Wow. In Kansas City?
In Kansas City. No, Raider Alex, that's it's 1 o'clock Eastern time. It's 1 o'clock Eastern time, so it's what, 10 o'clock? Yeah,
West
10
Coast?
o'clock,
Yeah.
10 o'clock West Coast time. So yeah, it's Ian Eagle, and I can't stand Ian Eagle. And Charles Davis is a putz.
Yeah.
But
wow.
I'm being honest. That's probably why I can't get any broadcast jobs, because I tell everybody about the other broadcasters that they suck. It's just my opinion, though. It's my opinion. So there you go. Yeah, Bishop says 10 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. West Coast. Yeah, and then this is the comment of the night, 1 p.m. normal time.
There you go.
Richie, man, from the top rope, brother. From the top rope. I agree with you. So again, what are your thoughts again on the Kansas City game?
Well, we need to stop Kelsey. Put Diablo on him. Put somebody to stop him. Because he can't slip out again and run up the middle. And Raiders got to do the same thing. Copy and send Foster up the middle, and start getting these cheap plays up the middle, and get D-Jax involved early.
Yeah.
Find a way to get him the ball early. And then I think Peyton Barber needs to get us 100 and something yards for us to hang in this game somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see a lot of Peyton Barber, because I know that Jacobs is not. He's hurt. And he's not telling people he's hurt.
Right. Yeah, he does that all the time. Right.
He's hurt.
So
And by the way, if you read the tabloids, apparently the only thing he hits the hole, at least 9 of them. That's a tabloid thing. He's hit at least 9 holes correctly.
I ain't touching that. I'm not touching that.
I'm saying, if you haven't seen the commentary, just to remember. And again, it's not me saying it. Don't say Captain Jack said it, but yeah, allegedly, Josh Jacobs is very adept at hitting the hole at least 9 times perfectly.
Yeah, he was like that guy from Denver that used to running back from Denver. There, he had about 9 of them.
Yeah. Oh, see, there you go. I got Bishop to smile. I'm glad I got AJ to smile. And yeah, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly. And he said that it's all BS and his lawyers are gonna sue. Good. But I mean, and allegedly, somebody was saying that they saw a picture of all of the chicks. They're like, "Good on you, Josh! Woohoo!" So again, that's Captain. And I haven't seen the pictures of the ladies. Not that I condone, kids out of wedlock or things like that. Yeah, nice one. I was gonna say hitting the hole. I was just thinking, but yeah, getting back to real football and real hitting the hole. I really hope that Peyton Barber has a really good game.
Yeah, we need him to. You need him to hang in there. He's going to be the bell cow, and then Jacobs has to back him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, the loss of Drake is even more of a detriment. We could have gone with a loss of Jacobs, but losing Drake is going to hurt hard.
Right, not catching out of the backfield. Right.
Yeah,
that's going to be tough. Yeah, they might have to put Mariota in as his fill-in to catch out of the backfield at some trick play.
That would entail an offensive coordinator with imagination, and that's not happening until next year. Whoever that offensive coordinator is, it's going to be next year. Mariota will be gone by then, because all you people are saying, well, we got no. And by the way, Derek Carr is under contract for next year. He's under contract for next year. They were talking about signing him to an extension. But am I wrong? I think he's under contract for next year. So it's not like we need and I think that is the reason why I say you don't know what's going on until you sign the president, until you figure out who your GM is, until you figure out who your friggin' head coach is.
Oh, okay? That's going to be a tall order. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, AJ's like, oh, no. But yeah, I think he's under contract. Yeah, 1 more year. Yeah, there you go. Thank you there, Bourbon. Bourbon is my, what do you call it? Fact checker. Thank you there. So anyway, Jacobs is hitting the hole, not the ones he needs to in football. We need Peyton Barber to hit the hole on football. I think he can do that.
Yeah.
Yep, and Richie Riche said as well, Cars, so that's double confirmation. The Vikings are just spanking the Steelers.
What is it now? 30, 32, 31?
It's still 20. Is it 23?
Oh, 23.
They just had the score up. I'll tell you in a minute there, Kev. Nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 26. 26.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. And cars and unrestricted after next year. So this way I'm saying he's got 1 year left on his contract. And the Vikings just picked off Ben Rapist Pervert and took it back to the 22-yard line. So again, he is sucking tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And Waller is questionable.
I think he should play. He got to do a Willis Reed on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, see, I get that. I get that comment.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know who Willis Reed is and the great, just look it up. Google GTS, man. Google that stuff. Okay. Willis Reed. They need him to do something.
Yeah, he has to show up at least, come in and play for 20 minutes, and go back on the bench. Yeah, he needs to come in there and
But I like Moreau, but you know what? Carr keeps overthrowing receivers.
He's overthinking out there. He goes to the line and he starts overthinking his audibles, and you can see that he did that in the last game. You know, I don't know what he's doing out there. He's not anticipating his throws. He's overthinking out there, and he gets happy feet, and then he starts sailing the balls all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
Jason, I don't think Mike Tomlin gets fired. Not well. If he does, it'd be in the offseason. Remember, the Pittsburgh Steelers for the last 50, 60 years have had 3 head coaches. 3 head coaches. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, the Chin, and Mike Tomlin for like about 50, 60 years. I don't think that he gets fired anytime soon.
No. He took them to the playoffs probably up until this year.
Who's this schmuck? Who's it? I'm gonna remove you. Okay, yeah. I had a troll. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Mike Tomlin. Not a big fan of Mike Tomlin. Yeah, but yeah, Carlson and AJ Cole re-signed. That's smart for the Raiders. Go for Tomlin. I don't think so. And again, Dark Raider says it best. They don't fire. They allow their coaches to stay and stay and stay. So I don't see that going on. Yeah, and again, I don't see them doing anything. John Gruden was blocked, by the way. John Gruden was misspelled. No, he spelled John with John. It's Jon. That's how I know it's a troll. I know it's a troll. Not a big fan of Mike Tomlin. Since I got you, Kev, give me a couple candidates that you wouldn't mind seeing as Raiders head coaches next year.
Oh gosh, you're asking the wrong person, because I have no clue. Because whoever they're gonna get, they want to keep Bradley. You know, it all depends on. I don't know if they should keep anybody in house, promote them up from in. I don't know if they're gonna promote Ron Miles. Should give him a shot. I don't know. I don't know about these coaches. I don't want a college coach. I can tell you that. I don't want anybody from college on here. No overpriced, no high profile coaches. I don't know. It's
excuse me, frog in my throat. I've already given a couple different people. Brian Daboll. I like I said, I don't necessarily like Byron Leftwich, because Byron Leftwich is as good as the quarterback that plays under him.
Right. Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
And again, so you can't really see his contributions as an OC, in my estimation. And I mean, I'd have to go back to what he did with. I think he was with the Cardinals prior, but again, I still don't think there's enough there.
You got to bring somebody in that can handle all the Raiders circus on top of being a head coach. Remember that as well.
Yeah. And so I don't think. Yeah, Bishop. No, Bishop. You can't be there because you have your congregation, man. One leadership skill at a time. One leadership skill at a time. I'm free. I think I should be not head coach, but I think that I should be in charge of media.
Yeah.
Let me be in charge of media, and that's all I want.
I'll put you on the radio and replace Musburger.
You think? I know. I would just like, I mean, and I can do a show without swearing. I swear I could, because when I do play by play, I'm good.
I'll put you on XM radio. You can cuss all you want out there.
Could be. Hey, Kev, I'm going to move on to our favorite Bronco fan, man. It's always good hearing from you. And what your homework assignment is, I want some thought processes of possibilities for head coach next time I see you.
Good luck. I'll get back to you. All right.
That's your way of saying F you, Captain. I got it. Okay.
I'll
But
see
hey,
you on Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll figure it out.
all right. You take
All right.
care of
All
it.
right.
Oh, by the way, and I know you knew I was joshing you when I said, dude, you're smoking some good
No,
stuff.
don't worry about it. I understand. I got you.
You take care, man. Be well.
All right. All right.
All right, that's cool, Kevin. I said with his comments the other night, I said, dude, you lay off the weed, man. Lay off the weed. And Ed, we did mention Harbaugh. No, he's not coming because he's got something. And the other people say Dabo, those guys' contracts run. They're on extensions. Dabo's not coming, and I'm glad. Harbaugh, I would consider, but he's got a kicker that's coming in January, and no, and the Raiders are not going to buy out of that contract. So talking about great contracts and great beards, great contracts and great beards. How you doing tonight, brother? Good to hear from you.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's up with you?
Not a whole lot. I've had a busy day at work and jumped on and checked out your pod, and MHRT went live, the flagship podcast earlier this evening.
Yeah. I like this comment from Ed Winchell. Yeah, contracts are made to be broken, but you gotta buy them out. And Mark Davis is not going to buy out Michigan's contract. Not happening. I actually had a good day at work today as well. We had the well, I'm going to call it's a Christmas party, even though I'm Jewish as well. But we had our Christmas party, and we had a white elephant, and this is what I got in the white elephant as tequila. So, and as you know, and we all know this, I'm not a drinker. So anybody who knows anything about tequila exotico reposado, that's what this is. Okay, I like it because it's got the sugar skull on it. I mean, and so I mean, I'm almost thinking I might not even open it up because of the show, because I'm a skull guy, obviously because of Captain Jack. So there you go. But that's what I won in the white elephant. My submission was a grape, and I paid a little over. Because it was supposed to be $20, but I paid $25. I got some. This is what I brought in was a $25 bottle of Brugal, Dominican rum. Great stuff. So that's good. I know you used to know, Bishop. No, you're a man of the cloth now. You don't drink anymore, or at least not as much as you used to. You salty F you. So what's going on? And Al, thank you for coming in as well. I liked our running back coach they sent to the Cardinals. I'd have to figure. You'd have to give me a name on that. What now? Hey, by the way, let's talk your coach. Does Fangio? What are these? These are bots too. I'm gonna have to get rid of these bots. I got bots coming in here. Let's see here. I don't know what they are. Let's see, hide user. Okay. And I was trying to figure out what they are. Okay. I'm trying. These are bots. Yeah. Remove. Okay. I don't know what the hell these bots are. Remember they had the Nazi bot on last time. Apologies, folks. I'm going right over to YouTube. So, and I miss them. So I missed my apologies. There's only so many things I can do at once. So what's going on? Yeah, block. Hey, so Fangio, is Vic going to be there? Is he going to survive the season?
He should survive this season. Yes. I'm actually a Vic Fangio fan.
Okay.
So I'm in like a weird minority group within Broncos country where I actually like Fangio. I think he's I don't think he's an excellent head coach because I think when he was brought in, I think he was brought in basically to say, you go run the defense, do your thing, get ourselves back to the Broncos of old where we had a legitimate, top 10 defense pretty much every year. And I think that's what he was tasked to do. And by and large, generally speaking, he's done it. Like our
Yeah.
defense is great. And he's shown the ability to. I think the one thing that people are forgetting is that our defense right now is so banged up, it's ridiculous. And I think a lot of people don't realize that we have quite a number of injuries, including both of our starting middle linebackers are on IR for the rest of the season and have been for most of the season.
Yeah, I actually think you you made out in the trade with the Rams. I think you that's going to help you out immensely. Those 2 picks that you got for a I don't want to call him broken down because he's not broken down, but a oft injured Von Miller. I will say oft injured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. Sorry, just give me 1 sec.
Yes, sir. And by the way, for those that are, I am bringing the tequila, maybe, but it's the likelihood of me bringing the tequila to Indianapolis or the last game in Las Vegas. I am very likely to bring the tequila with me to a Raider game because again, I'm not a drinker, so I'm going to share it with the Raider Nation. I think that's probably a good thing.
So you're talking about the trade to the Rams for Von Miller, and I think that was. I have a funny feeling that what happened is that Peyton and Elway approached Von Miller, and I think Von said that. Well, I think at some point Von said he probably wasn't going to re-sign here, or at least they had, or at least either he said that, or the front office didn't want him back.
Right.
And then I think they basically got to a point where they said, okay, we may as well get whatever we can for him, and then the Rams just offered us more than anyone else was willing to. Now, if you're talking about the other trades from the Rams, I actually think we did incredibly well bringing in Kenny Young.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that. Go ahead and.
So he's number 41 on the Denver Broncos, and he's the middle linebacker that we obtained. So we traded we got him and a 7th for a 6th.
Oh, that yeah. If you got somebody that can contribute right away, and
no, he's a legit starter in my opinion in the NFL. Like he's a legitimate starter. He's one of my favorite players on the team right now.
yeah, okay.
He's had a few plays where he's kind of flubbed a little bit, but generally speaking, I expect that for someone like learning and kind of, getting up to speed on certain things and whatnot. Give someone like him who's an intelligent guy the ability to, digest and really, really learn the playbook and have it become more second nature rather than having to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think you have a pretty dangerous player on your hands. Same thing with our 3rd round pick, Baron Browning, who I was pounding the table for us to draft. We ended up drafting him. He has turned out to be one heck of a signal caller in the middle linebacker core for us. And he came in again late in the season as well.
About that. Sorry about that. I didn't want to cough on. I try to catch him when I can.
Right, but you're talking about Fangio, and I think it would be a mistake to let him go. I think our coaching staff at least has shown that we want to target maybe a veteran quarterback as opposed to perhaps a draft. Maybe we go both, but I don't think we do. If we go veteran quarterback, I actually think Fangio is probably the better coach to keep because a veteran quarterback is going to be able to, by and large, kind of do what they need to do out on the field, and they don't necessarily need that overly creative offensive play caller, in terms of as the head coach and the head coach. But you do need a better offensive coordinator. So in my opinion, Shermer's got to go. Shermer's awful. He's been hot. He was the worst hire in my opinion. I didn't want him in the first place.
And you know what? I've said anybody but Greg Olson. Let me put an addendum to that. Anybody but Greg Olson and Pat Shurmur.
So when we hired Pat Shurmur, it was hilarious. All these people were like cheering for joy, and I said, I don't understand what you're like. Are we watching different games out there? So then I went back and I said, okay, well, maybe I missed something.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went back and I saw Shurmur's average offensive ranking since he's been in the NFL. This is like, a full. So you think you have averages, you have highs and lows. So you're kind of going the whole gamut, right? His average offensive ranking has been in the mid to high. So like when you go high, that's further down the list. Like that's not good. You want like in the teens or single digits.
Right.
He's been between about 24 to 27th in the NFL, depending on how you want to do your averages.
Oh my God! And again, Zachary don't want anything to do with Pat Shermer. I mean, I would have much. I mean, if we're gonna go old Denver OCs, I'll take the guy that actually worked with Carr the first year, Musgrave.
See,
If we're going old OC from Denver, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, in my opinion, actually, what I think what you guys need to first do as your first order of business is you need to quickly, and I mean quickly. I'm surprised you guys haven't heard more news out of Vegas in terms of like a head coaching search, because like at this stage here, I think it's pretty clear that you're. I actually really like the idea of using a special teams coordinator as a head coach, because they have a bit of a mix of everything. So technically speaking, they are actually well positioned to perhaps be a head coach in the league. That being said, I don't think your special teams coordinator is well suited for that particular position.
No, he's not.
So at that stage there, I'm actually really surprised that you guys haven't kind of already started that search, because you're in a really unique position where, those emails came out so early and Gruden had to step away so early that you guys should, in theory, be well ahead of the game.
Aha. Okay, wait. I'm going to give you the old man from the old Jewish guy from Coming to the America. Aha. The reason why is because Mark Davis is the friggin' owner.
Right.
And Mark Davis,
you also don't have a president, right?
Thank you.
Right.
Mark Davis is the owner. We don't have a president. We're trying to decide whether Mike Mayock is going to be the GM. And to be honest, I would like to see a year of Mayock without Gruden. I mean, personally, I would like to see a year of Mike Mayock without Gruden, and then we will see what we got. But that all entails who we're going to have as president. And again, the guy that's there now is the interim guy that was underneath Mark Bedane, and it's like not really. I don't really know enough about him. And like I said, I'd like to see Scream. Good to see you, brother. Good to see Raiders Scream and family in here as well. But I gotta see, or I would like to see Mike Mayock with a year of saying, prove it or go.
What if they let
And those comments that were made by the dog are not necessarily conducive to high pitched. It's probably my voice, because I have that effect on animals.
No, it's we're having a snow squall right here outside. So it's Bronco, my dog. My dog, his name's Bronco.
Oh, that's a nice name dog. Okay.
Yeah. And so he just doesn't much care for the wind and the noise. He wants to beat the crap out of whatever's out there, and he just doesn't realize it's snow.
Yeah, well, that's one thing that I don't have to worry about here. I mean, you can see what I wore to work today. No jacket, nothing, and I'm actually sweating in this still. So
yeah, it's below 30 here.
Yeah. Scream, the link. I'll give you the link. There you go. If Scream wants to come on, there's the link for you, Scream. We got maybe another 20 minutes or so after Rich. So if you want to come in, Stream, go ahead.
No, I got to comment on. I want to see Mayock, but if they're going to let Mayock go, then I at least think that Mark Davis owes it to the Raiders fans, just everybody, to highlight which picks Mayock made versus Gruden, because the only reason why you should be letting Mayock go is if he made some of the poor picks that have been made in the past, in terms of he was the one that pulled the trigger on them.
Right.
Because there's been multiple reports that a lot of the failed picks that have come through the Raiders recently, particularly in the last 2 years, were actually Gruden's picks, not Mayock's. Those are the rumors and the general feedback that I've been hearing. And then a lot of the late round picks, like the guys like Max Crosby and the ones that have actually worked out, have been Mayock's picks. So I think that Davis, if he's going to kick Mayock to the curb, I think he owes it to the fan base to highlight and showcase which picks were who pulled the trigger on who, because I think he needs to justify why he's getting rid of Mayock. Because from my perspective, from what I've been reading up on the Raiders, most of the really good picks were from Mayock.
Right. And again, I agree and I think the same, but only the people that are in the headquarters, in the building, know where that line is. Okay. If Mayock screwed up and had some if Mayock was the one that was beating it down, Cleve Farrell. And not that Cleve Farrell was a bad. I still think Cleve Farrell is a good pick, but it was unfortunate that it was the number 4 pick in the draft, and there were better players available.
Well, here's another example. Like, for you guys picked Leatherwood pretty early in the first round, the last draft.
Right.
You only pick a guy that high if he's going to actually play at his natural position on the tackle side. Like, it's a position of value, right? So at that stage there, in my opinion, you guys would have been better off looking at some of the other guys. Like, for example, even if you went early on a draft pick, I would have been cool if you guys went with, say, like a Telvin Jenkins, for example. And
That's who I wanted, was Telvin
Right.
Jenkins, and I was
Right.
kind of pissed that he was not picked. But
Right.
Cable was screaming up and down that I want the best run blocker out of this draft, and according to Cable, that was Leatherwood. Now, and I haven't given up on Leatherwood, because I always say that Jonathan Ogden, who is a Hall of Famer, spent his first year at guard and moved out to tackle.
That's very rare. Very rare.
But
I mean, like, almost unheard of.
I know it's been done. It's been done.
The most common route is you end up with a tackle who doesn't work out at tackle and then moves into guard, and it becomes a pretty darn good guard, right?
Right.
And I don't live in Antarctica. I live in the
tundra,
north central of Ontario, up here in Canada.
The frozen tundra.
Yeah, it's pretty cold here.
Canada. There you go. Yeah, where's Incognito? Incognito's had a 2-year vacation, taking money, man. Taking money. And again, Mike Sarah says Crosby was definitely a Mayock. I can see that. So again, I would like to see, and I know that Cool Kev says Mayock worked with Gruden. Cake. No, if Gruden had all of that this is Gruden played the role of Al Davis, and I say this with honor and remorse and positives and negatives. Al Davis picked the first round when Al Davis was the GM and owner of the Raiders. He picked the first round, and he let everybody else pick behind him. Okay.
Well, I mean, even as a Broncos fan, I know that Gruden had 51% say. So basically,
Right.
he had complete veto power to whatever your GM had, and that's a very rare, weird kind of dichotomy between the two. You typically don't end up with a head coach who can effectively overrule what is typically your head coach's boss.
Right.
Right. In a proper hierarchical structure, you end up with team president, and then you end up with the GM, and then you end up with the head coach. And so the head coach is there to provide input, and the coordinators are there to provide input. But ultimately speaking, the picks are the general managers. So that's why, and you typically want that, because what you end up with that situation is that if the head coach can take what clearly looks like crap out on the field and make them look better, then you know your head coach is doing a good job. But if your head coach is picking players and they're not working out, then you basically have to point all fingers at the head coach, and then it's time for them to take ownership and get kicked out the door.
Okay, I got a Raider screamed. I need to bring in Rich. I tell you what, no. Before you leave, the game. I'm gonna the Raiders, Kansas City, and who do you guys got?
We're playing the Lions.
Okay, I think you guys got to win. So that's an easy one.
They're one heck of a good team, though. They are way better than their record. They are much better than their record.
They are way better. I agree with that, but I think you guys are better than your record as well.
I would probably agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but is it in Detroit or is it in Denver?
Oh, it's in Denver.
Okay, so yeah, that's a win. Okay, Raiders Chiefs. Who you got? Is it a close game? Is it a walkover game? You know, is it something embarrassing that by the middle of the second quarter, I'm looking for other things to watch on TV?
I saw a lot of weaknesses in Kansas City when we played them. The question is going to be whether or not you guys can keep up at least long enough in coverage to hold off Mahomes. And as long as your interior defensive lineman can kind of get home from time to time, it'll throw Mahomes off. So I think if you guys can play your standard game on the interior of the defensive line and get home and get pressure, Mahomes was playing somewhat scared against us, and we didn't have that good pressure. We just had a bit of a bracket effect, which really threw him off even a little bit. But you guys actually get interior pressure from guys like Crosby, and Nassib is the other guy that you guys have. And then there's another one as well. I can't remember his name. Ngakoue, right?
Yeah, it's Ngakoue,
Yeah.
Crosby, Nassib, and we had the kid, the rookie. I can't remember his name. The Coons was playing well because Nassib was hurt last week.
Right, but my point is, you guys get legitimate interior pressure from your defensive line, and Mahomes does not do, and he's actually not doing well against pressure this year at all. So if you guys can force him to throw the ball early, and you guys have reasonable, not great, but you need reasonable defensive back play, you guys can do pretty well, and I think you guys can cause some damage. And Mahomes has not been particularly accurate. We saw some really horrible throws from him this past game. So if you guys can get that pressure and force him to throw kind of wonky and off angle and that kind of stuff, his receivers are dropping passes, and he's prone to throw interceptions this year.
Okay, and again, the respected, articulate, erudite opinion. I looked that one up. If you don't know what erudite and urbane is, of Mr. Richie Riche. Thank you, there, shipmate. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. And you're always welcome. You know that.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Good to hear from you. That's Richie Riche. Make sure you follow him on MHRT. That is Mile High Roundtable. You see he's got his stuff in one sock. You see he does. And he's a great part of the show, and that's why I believe there you go. He is cool. He's a great guy. AJ. By the way, AJ, the last game, I would like to see you, if possible, because I've missed you all this year, man. So hopefully we'll get together sometime for the Chargers game, the Gargler game, as I like to call it. Get with me, please, shipmate. I definitely want to see you. Now, definitely the last guest of the evening, and hopefully he has his audio all worked out. How you doing there, Raider Screen? What's going on there, big guy? What's going on?
I think I'm good. Can y'all, you good with the audio? Cap?
Yeah, good, great audio.
Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, much love, much respect. Happy holidays to you and the entire family, Cap. You know, you already know I got much love, much respect for you and the entire family.
I appreciate it, man. Good to hear
Yeah,
from you.
and Richie Riche, man, that dude, he is cool. I've been seeing him multiple times, and he's honest. He's a straightforward individual, and the respect does go there, except for his colors, and then of course the team he supports. And
but you know what? That's okay because he knows his stuff.
Right.
He knows his stuff.
Right.
And I respect him. You know, yeah, he's a Bronco fan. Okay, but he takes pills for it. But that's his team, and he's true to that.
Yeah, I mean, how would we be if we had no competitor? You know, we Raiders, we have to have some type of competitor out here by land, sea, air. I guess if we got to go in, outside of the atmosphere, we're gonna try to win there too, because the whole mentality is just win, baby.
That's
so the team, the 53 players that go on the field, we have zero control of. The coaching staff, the general managers, the owner. Now the owner, I got his back because that's Al Davis' son, and I'm a huge fan of Al Davis.
I
So
am too, but that
any
doesn't.
offspring of Al Davis is always gonna be my family.
You know what? I get it. He's Al's kid, but there is a reason why Al Davis kept him out of the way. There's a reason why Al did not have him involved in the organization. And if you respect and love Al Davis for the knowledge that he had, that says all you need to know.
And I agree with it. It's just, I mean, people get older. You know, we all get older. Last time I seen you, we got older since that last time, which was out there in Dallas. Thankfully, we beat the Cowgirls. That was a good win. But our team is in an enormous amount of distress. An enormous amount of distress, and I mean, the cure to it. What are we gonna use? Band-aids, first aid dressing? I mean, how are we gonna really clean this up? We honestly,
we're gonna need
it,
a field tourniquet the way that the bleeding is going on right now, and we're gonna need a bunch of tourniquets. We're gonna look like what's the name of the dude on Family Guy? The old pirate guy that has his limbs are wood, because the tourniquets that are going in that we're gonna need on this team, it's gonna shrivel up everything, and we're gonna look around like with old peg leg thing. I can't remember his name. Like the crusty old sailor guy, kind of like I am.
yeah, he sound like a Raider to me. He sound like a
Yeah,
Raider to me. So
yeah.
I would be there. I would try to be the first responder. Hey, big shout outs to everybody out there with the holiday season, those that are vets, those that are first responders, and those that have been through trauma. And I hope everybody hold it down just one more day, baby. You know, because I believe in the just win, baby mentality. So that happens day by day. And Cap, yeah, bro, like you know I love you to death, man. You know I love you to death.
And
It's
I know what you're going to talk about at the very last portion of this show, because there is one college football game this week.
Yeah.
There's one college football game this weekend. Go ahead. I even set it up for you, man. And by the way, his name is Seamus. Thank you there, Al. His name is Seamus.
Right on. Hey, big shout out to everybody in the chat group. Hey, if y'all ain't supporting Captain Jack, I don't know what y'all doing. You know, hey, my brother been holding it down with me since 2008, and yeah, on the NCAA side of the house of football, man, it's getting so scarce, Cap, because that is so political too. The NFL is already at its hierarchy. I don't see how much higher they can go with infractions that are you know, you're wearing your glasses, I'm wearing my glasses right now. This is evident. It's clear as day. You could see when things do or do not happen when you got multiple eyes. We'll just put it like that.
Yeah.
And in the NCAA, man, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I've been to a lot of college games when I was a kid out there in California with my Nino, rest in peace. But out there dealing with USC, UCLA, and all that. But like, I never been a fan of nobody until like 5 years ago. In about 2017, 2018. And then it was just UGA from that point on. So, yes, I do expect the dogs to recover. I believe all dogs go to heaven. You know, and I like to eat gator. You know, I do.
No, and the funny thing is that I wasn't even going to talk about UGA Alabama, because I firmly still believe that it's going to be UGA versus Alabama in the title game.
I hope and pray. Like even my Alabama brothers that served like 20+ years with me in the federal government, like even they be like, "Hey, that was a good game," and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's a good game. Okay, you won," but I still I believe in the rematch. I think that is exactly how it needs to be.
Yeah, and
Because
it will. It will.
Georgia is the number one, but they're not the number one right now. Reality is reality, and but they gotta go get it. They have to go get it in order to be the top tier person. You have to go get it. Now, on that note, Cap, what do you think about the NFL structure or corporate America, corporate NFL structure, and wanting to set up TV 12 to play against Belichick in the Super Bowl this year in LA? What do you think?
I almost think it's preordained.
Right.
It's preordained because the only reason why it didn't happen last year was because the Patriots didn't field a competitive team. They had a lot of guys out. They opted out because of COVID. They had Cam Newton was their quarterback. It says it all right there. And
Right.
they
Yeah.
were not competitive. And they were, and I think they were about a 500 team. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
they were still about a 500 team, but it's pre wait, yeah, it's pre effing ordained. I haven't sworn yet, and
That's
therefore
my dog. Yeah.
I don't
That's
have to
my
do the
cat
cut
right there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because this way it saves me on the cut ups. I don't think we've had a swear word tonight, which is good. That makes it easy. But
I'm doing my best over
I
here on
know,
my
yeah,
post.
you're good, brother. You're good. It's pre effing ordained that it's going to be Bill Belichick against Primatama, that person who shall remain nameless because it is a swear word on this show. It's
Right.
preordained. Now, market me wrong. I hope I don't see it because honestly, I don't think the fake Pirates are the best team in the NFC. I don't.
I
But
don't think so neither. But
I
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, they just gonna man, you know how they do, bro. Like we've been catching it for more than 2 decades. I'll say 2 decades though, because most of our brethren and our sisterhood of the nation is gonna go back only 2 decades to 2002 because they think they believe either they too young or they haven't studied enough. See me, I've been studying for decades. That's more than two. So it's like honestly, we've been getting shafted for longer than since 2002.
yeah, yeah.
And the Al Davis and John Gruden and Mike Mayock and Mark Davis conversation that you and is his name what was his name?
Richie Richey. Yeah,
Richie
Richie.
Richey. Like
Yeah.
like the dude is solid. He's solid. I've seen him numerous times on your show, and I'm going with him. He's a little monotone compared to me.
No, no,
Like
no.
me, I'm scream, so it's like it kind of.
He's not monotone. He's Canadian nice.
Oh, okay, all right. There was shoot.
He's
That's
Canadian.
yeah.
He's
That makes
Canadian.
sense.
He's
Yeah,
Canadian nice, and he's not overbearing. Okay,
right.
so
Yeah.
that's him, and he's a great guy. And
No,
wow,
honestly, I could sit back and talk with that dude for probably an hour, but as
yeah,
long as we pre-gaming, we gotta be pre-gaming together. Uh, I don't particularly care for his team that he
yeah,
loves, obviously, and vice versa. But at a Raider Denver game, me and that dude, we could sit down and I guarantee we could chop it up for a solid hour, and we're gonna talk about some real stuff, you know. Um, so my overall mentality, Cap, as you and many numerous people know, is just win, baby,
I got
and that starts on wake up.
got it.
Um,
Scream. I'm gonna have to hurry up because I want to try to get this in around 2 hours. Who wins? Army Navy. That's the question of the day.
that's the big one.
Yeah, that's the
Uh,
question of the day.
yeah, Cap, come on now. You already know it's go Army here, baby. Just
Well, no,
win, baby.
I
Be
know,
all you can be.
I know it's Go Army, but is it Army with a W?
Yeah, be all you could be with a W. From the 1990s, Cap. You know.
Okay, okay.
Hey, and you know what? If y'all win, them still my peoples.
I got you. And again,
Them still my
year,
peoples out there.
yeah, last year it was a lot tighter. It was a very tight game. It was a very tight game, and I remember that Army won. Like it was like what 3 points or so. It was within a
Yeah,
touchdown. It was a
yeah.
very tight game, and I haven't been keeping up on the service academies. I haven't, so I don't even know what the record is for Army or Navy.
When
But
it when it when it when it boiled down to our affiliation with our organizations that are deeper than the average, I would say, because like I mean, who's really worrying about Vanderbilt, Louisville? I mean, much respect, no disrespect to the folks in Vanderbilt. I hope y'all are supporting Captain Jack's page as well in Louisville. But when it comes down to Army and Navy, it's like
yeah, I mean,
we could actually have confrontations that happen in the household with service members, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, we still gonna have each other's back at the end of it, you
right,
know.
right.
So
And that's why I'm saying now on Saturday I have to take the lady for a an appointment, and then we're going over to the commissary to get our Christmas. I will say Christmas zebra because Jews don't eat ham. You know what I'm talking about? Because
nice,
Jews don't
nice.
eat
That's
ham.
what I'm talking about, Cap. Yes,
We're gonna get some Christmas zebra.
yes,
Okay,
sir.
we'll
Yes,
get some
sir.
Christmas zebra over at the commissary and some other things, and then I'm coming home to watch Army Navy, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to enjoy it, and Army, Air Force, Marines, and Navy. And there you go. I like this from Raider Puppet. It's a win-win. It's a
Yeah,
win-win.
hey, big shout out Raider Puppet. That's a good one, bro. Like, yeah, cause me and Captain Jack, we ain't never lost.
That's
And,
right.
and me and Captain Jack been traveling for the past, man, I say about 14 years.
At least that. Yeah.
Yeah, at least, yeah. So it's like, I mean, and anybody that don't know Scream, it's just like, I mean, I be on the build of the family. And you know, the costume is one thing, but honestly, I mean, if you pay attention to the trilogy or the quadrilogy of the Scream movie, the Scream character always takes off their mask. So I love being myself. Um, and Captain, man, this dude, he a G with it. And big shouts out to the Raider Critique. I heard you, Cap, when you was in the airport. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. I just been busy with my finals and everything. You know, it's a whole lot going on, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But again, and that's why I had John. I said I know we were gonna end the show with Scream because we're a little over 2, and I got to do my cut ups. But again, Scream, literally, hats off to you, there, shipmate. Blessings to everybody. And again, I said AJ Bishop, AJ Brehu, who is Navy through and through. Like Andrew is also Navy through and through. We have Scream, who's Army. We got China, who's Army. It's a win-win for the nation. It's going to be a great game to watch. And it's something that we will, like I said, that's a win for the country. And we all get onto that. But again, thank you for being here, Scream. And it's a great way to close out the show, brother.
My dude, hey, late cap, and hey, much love. Hey, I hope everybody good tonight. See y'all tomorrow.
You got it,
Just
man.
win, baby.
That's right. Just win. Thanks again there, Scream. Always a pleasure, man. And that's it for this. Like I said, if you want to, and I'm going to say this, remember, you can only do it when I'm live. You can only do it when I'm live. If you want to get in another entry, for every $5 you spend on a now it's 35. So it was tight for a minute, but the Vikings just threw a long pass up on the Steelers. For every $5 that you spend on a super chat or a super sticker, you get an entry into the treasure chest of prizes. So remind yourself that every $5 you spend. In fact, I have a banner for it. Where is that? There you go, right here. $5 gets you an entry into the treasure chest of prizes. You can do that by hitting the money button on YouTube, hitting the money button on YouTube. And again, if you are over on Facebook, please come on over to YouTube. And again, thank you there. Blessings to AJ. Like I said, appreciate you being here there. I'll put that up on there as well. And thank you for the blessings for all. I will be like I said, broadcasting the Raider game. If I can get the app to work on Colorcast this Sunday, I will be doing that. I will try to do it via YouTube as well. Haven't done that since the playoffs last year, but I'll try to do that as well. But I want to see that Raider team with the intestinal fortitude that we had in Dallas. I want to see that team at least one more time. I'd like to see it for the next 5 weeks, but that's asking a lot. But it starts week by week. Thanks again, everybody. We will see you for the next show. I will have a show on Sunday. 9 Eastern will be the regular Ask Captain Jack show. Again, I might do a YouTube with the broadcast during the game and check it out on Colorcast if I can get the app to work. We will see you for the next show. Always great. Remember, if you want to get those entries in, I know Vicky always has a good amount of entries because every show, she sends me $5 for an entry. And thank you there, Matthew. And again, Matthew is a member of Captain Jack Scallion. You too can be a member of Captain Jack Scallion, either a Chiefs Mess member, that's $10 a month, and you get a Captain Jack patch, or $5 a month is Ship's Crewman, and that's helping support my channel as well. And I thank you, Matthew 72007. He has the Skull and Crossbones on YouTube. You can see that. Vicky Orr is a member. There's a couple different other members that have come in tonight, and I thank you. I thank all the folks that have supported this channel, and thank you for watching. We'll see you for the next show. Take care, everybody, and have a great Friday. Although I got to work 9.5 hours tomorrow, so that's going to suck. But oh well. Take care, everybody. We'll see you for the next show.
This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.